Good evening, YouTube. This is Trisha Ray Stahl with the Fat and Happy vlog. I am here this evening on my porch because it's raining in Los Angeles. And if you know anything about Southern California, that's like huge, and it's quite devastating, all this rain. But yet quite wonderful for the natural environment. I'm going to try to show you, but it's not really raining actively. I was hoping you guys would get a little bit of the sound effects in the background, and I could get the therapeutic benefits of the sound effects. But it's just kind of dripping off the building and stuff now. It's still nice outside. I like the chilly weather. Hang on, let me see if I can show you. Oh, it won't let me turn you around in the middle of a... Can you guys see the backyard at all? I don't know if I'm showing you anything, but it's really wet. And that's cool. So anyhow, I'm on my back porch tonight, chilling out with you guys with Fat and Happy vlog number 4. I think it's 4. And I was going to do a segment tonight on my work husbands. My 3 work husbands. And it's important you guys know them. They're great guys, and they make my everyday life like a trillion times happier than it would be without them. So you're going to meet those guys, but you're not going to meet them today or tonight because it's raining in Los Angeles. So everybody got to work late, and everybody had to leave work as quick as possible to get home and get under the covers and warm. Because this is like this rainfall is like a blizzard event in Los Angeles. It's been raining for 2 days. I mean, it's unheard of. So, anyhow, I want to tell you about Big Mikey. You guys got to have the backstory on Big Mikey. A lot of people ask me about that, and I'm going to try not to blather on forever. But I do want you to understand how he came into my life, why I adopted him, all that stuff. I am a certified teacher in Los Angeles County, and I've been working in the education field for 16 years. Some of you also know that I am an actress. I'm most well known for my role on the last 2 seasons of Glee as Marley's mom. Mrs. Rose is the name of my character on Glee on Fox TV. And but I also teach, and that's surprising to people outside of Los Angeles that you're on a huge TV show with a recurring role. Why do you still teach? But teaching is, first of all, not a field that you leave easily. Like, oh, I'm acting now, I'm out of here. I mean, I'm working with kids who I love. So, secondly, acting is sporadic. So, I don't really want to wait tables in between acting jobs. Luckily, I've had the opportunity so far to be able to manage to keep my job and still do all of the acting gigs that I'm blessed enough to have come my way. So, anyhow, what I want to talk to you about tonight has to do with teaching, because I met Michael Bohannon, my son, when I was his teacher. And he was put into my classroom, and I didn't even think he fit in my classroom. I went to my administrator. Excuse me. And I was like, this kid doesn't really fit in my classroom. We are mobile in the community, and this kid was Mikey was over-medicated at the time. And we later discovered that the group home that he was in was indeed like using toxic levels of medication with Michael and another student that was at our school at the time. The place was closed down because sometimes justice is done. And Michael went to a new group home. And when Michael went to a new group home, he'd been my student for about a year. And I was so worried that they were going to put him somewhere and we'd lose him, because like this kid that I didn't think belonged in my classroom was starting to make this wonderful progress, and just we were really bonding. So the social worker from the state told me, the Department of Children and Family Services, that's what it's called in Los Angeles, told me that Michael had not had a visit in years, and that he had no family involvement. And that really made me sad. And it also really made me feel like, nobody's watching out for this kid. No wonder this group home over-medicated him and got away with it for so long. So I said, hey, would I be allowed to visit him in his group home? And the Department of Children and Family Services said, if you get your fingerprints done, you can. So even though I was already fingerprinted through the Department of Justice to be a teacher, for every separate access point or whatever, you have to get your fingerprints done again. So because I was going to access a kid in the Department of Children and Family Services care, I had to get my fingerprints done through them. So I did all that stuff and everything I needed to do to get rights to visit. And I started just with visiting him in his group home. And the DCFS kind of, they want someone to be involved in their client's life. They're advocating for their clients. So they encourage me, and they're like, well, do you want to take him, like, for the weekend after, maybe a year of visits on campus? I don't remember how long it was. And so I was like, yes, I would love to take him for the weekend. And you don't understand, I'd only ever had, like, a child in my car one other time that I was responsible for. So I didn't come from a family with, like, tons of kids. I don't have a lot of experience with kids in my personal care. At work, yes, but in my, like, personal car, scary. Anyhow, that was, like, a huge thing when I first started taking Michael for the weekend. So I started getting him one weekend a month, and I got Mikey one weekend a month for years. I was in my early 20s, mid-20s, and I was not ready to have a kid full-time. Michael just came into my life as a surprise, It's really the reason I was meant to come to... I thought I was coming here to be an actress. I came here to meet Michael, because once I met Michael, and I finalized my conservatorship and my guardianship of him when he was 18, then I was blessed with an agent without even trying to go get one. And then I just started getting acting work from there. It just blows me away that I came here to be an actress. And yes, I am an actress now, but I was veered off this crazy side path that I had not planned for. And it landed me with a master's degree in teaching and a level 2 certification, education specialist, they call it, teacher, certified teacher. And landed me with a big, gigantic 6'6" son in my lap. And I don't remember how tall he was when I met him, but he still towered over me when he was 11 years old. Now he's 6'6". Huge. He's huge, monstrous, wonderful angel. So anyhow, I was getting him once a month for years, and then I got a new job. And the thing is, I was getting Mikey once a month, but I was also seeing him every day at work. So we had a lot of contact with each other. Excuse me, my neck hurts. So we had a lot of contact with each other. And when I got a new job, it became... I started getting him every weekend, first of all, because I missed him so much. And he missed me, I knew that. And I couldn't stand the fact to only see him once a month when I wasn't seeing him every day. So I upped it to every weekend. And at that point, I basically gave up my social life. You really learn who your friends are when you stop going out all the time and change your life in a drastic way. Anyways, so I started to have Michael every weekend, and he became like just my family. I mean, he was already my family, but it was like at that point I just committed that this kid was gonna be... I was going to fully adopt him. Up to that point I wasn't sure. I didn't know if I was going to get married and what was my, potential partner going to think. And I didn't care what they thought, but I did care, like, let's make a decision together as far as, are we going to move Michael in our home full time, or are we going to continue with just visitation? Oh, there you guys are. Sorry about that. Gosh, I ran out of battery space. Mikey came to visit me. I tried to get you guys to see Mikey. Nothing worked out. Anyhow, back to where I was. I'm going to try to wrap it up because I'm going to try to figure out how to do like a collage thing with music of Mikey's pictures, and be a little sappy tonight. So I started getting Mikey every weekend, and I had a roommate at the time. I had a nice big 2-bedroom place in North Hollywood. Condo, and things weren't really working out with the roommate, and I was really ready to bring Mikey home. I had thought I was going to wait until he was 22 and he had to move out of his group home because it was a good place, and he was doing well, and I wanted some more time to kind of grow up, settle down, whatever. But it felt right. I didn't want to wait any longer, and Michael was really, really unhappy with the setup. After he didn't see me every day, it was really a depressing time. A sad time for both of us. So, but it led to happy times because I decided I'm gonna move him in. I'm gonna do the conservatorship sooner than I thought, and I'm gonna move him so I have full guardianship, and I'm gonna move him home. And so I did, but I didn't know how, my way around the services. I didn't really know how to go about getting help, getting the conservatorship and stuff, and they didn't think I qualified for stuff. I know better now, but I didn't know then. So, I was really panicked. Like, I can't afford a lawyer. How am I going to do this? I got to get conservatorship. So I met a lady who just blessed me with a lawyer as a gift. She kind of like offered her brother-in-law services, and he did a great job for me, and I got conservatorship of Michael, and it was a very emotional process, and they really, really drilled me for, you know, which is great for my reasons why, and I had to go before this huge team of people to analyze, you know, my motives and my goals for Michael and my goals for Michael and my household and all that stuff. It was all worth it because now Mikey's home with me, and he's been home with me for like 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so bad with math. 7 years almost. 7 years-ish. Oh, it's been awesome. We've been through some trials and tribulations when he was diabetic and undiagnosed for, my guess, is about 2 years, and he had some major behavioral issues. But we solved them. And he's lost 119 pounds. He's doing better than ever. And we are very happy. And now I'm the only one who's fat. But I'm fat and happy. And Mikey's now skinny and happy. And I'm going to try to show you some pictures now. So for the Fat and Happy vlog, this is Trisha Ray Star. I want to say please subscribe to my channel and watch my videos and like my videos if you're a parent of a kid with autism or an aspiring actor or a teacher or just somebody who's voyeuristic like me and likes to watch other people's lives. Keep watching. I hope to bring you an interesting story that's funny, perhaps a little touching. Anyways, goodbye. Have a good night, guys. Fat and Happy vlog. Love yourself. You only get one life. Love yourself. Good night. Bye.